to share you all the medical process experience at my daughter. Hi everyone, it's Tre again and welcome to my channel. So first and foremost, I would like to apologize to every one of you who are waiting an update for my K2 to follow. Life got in the way, that's why I got so busy. I got a job, so I got no time of editing or making videos. But of course, you guys are still in my thoughts, so here I am now back on YouTube to continue sharing my experience during our journey going here in the US. So with regards to my daughter, I got her here. She's here with me now in the United States. I got her here on June 10, 2023, and she's now studying in the middle school as 7th grader, and she's doing well. She got friends now. Of course, she went through a lot of adjustments, especially when it comes to food. Well, I try to cook Filipino food, and because she grew up with my parents, of course she's used to what my parents are cooking for her. But aside from that, she's good. She has her own bedroom here, and my stepdaughter and her are getting along so good, and they're friends, of course. They treat each other as blood sisters, of course. And my husband, of course, loves her as his own, and she calls him dad. Okay. All right. Anyway, aside from that, I'm here to share you all the medical process experience that my daughter had to go through during her medical in St. Luke's Medical Center. Medical. I'm sorry. But anyway, before that, I would like to remind you all that I'm not affiliated to any government firms or any visa firms, and I'm not a lawyer. What I'm going to share with you all is just based on our experience. Alright, so let's proceed. Before I went back to the Philippines to accommodate my child for her visa interview and her medical, I have set all the appointments when I was here. So if you're in the US and you're planning to get your child to your K2 to follow, better to set all the appointments, book all the hotels, the plane tickets, so that when you get home, it's just easy peasy. Everything is ready and all you have to do is to be there. Okay. All right. So for the medical process, so my daughter's medical process, as what I've said, was set on April 26, 2023 at 9 a.m. So we booked a hotel, just walking distance from the St. Luke's Medical Center, and I actually forgot the hotel, but it was very nice. They're so good there, and their food, mwah. But okay, we're not there to talk about that. So we went there around 7:30 a.m. just to make sure that we're not gonna be late, because I know that there will be a lot of queue when you get there. So when I got there, I wasn't wrong at all. So I actually went straight to the guard and I said that I have an appointment at 9 a.m. And then he said, okay, you go to the chairs that like sitting there. So I went there, and there's a guy approached me and said, what time are you for your appointment? I said 9 a.m. and he said, okay, just sit in the chair. So I sit in the chair, but I was surprised that there's a payment for that, and that's going to be 20 pesos. So you're going to have to be ready if you want to sit on the chair, and they only ask for cash. So make sure to be prepared for that. Anyway, 9 a.m. came, and we were called inside. First, the guard checked our documents. So he only asked for the appointment and her passport and her 2x2 ID. Yeah. And then he said, okay, go proceed to that window. I just forgot what window number it is. But from there, the guy, he asked me some documents, and I handed them all to him. And then he checked everything, and then he gave me a paper, and then he said, proceed to the ground floor for your K2's photograph. So I went there for her photograph. Of course, I let my daughter go in. I just waited outside because I'm not allowed to go inside. After that, the guy said that I just wait for you to be called. So we waited, and there's a lot of windows in front of us, And then a guy called us and he asked if my case number has been changed, or was I not given any case number, because my K1 visa was processed in Abu Dhabi. So I actually requested a case transfer for my child since she's in the Philippines. So what I did before setting every appointments for medical and interview, I sent an email to the US Embassy Manila that I'm going to transfer my daughter's case to them. And they sent an email that yes, and they have received all the documents that they need from US Embassy Abu Dhabi, and I can book an appointment. So that's what I told exactly to the guy who asked me. And then he said, do you have the email or the copy of that email that the US Embassy respond to you? So of course, me being a Girl Scout, of course, I made sure that I have that copy, and he took it from me. And so after that, he was satisfied with everything. He said, go to the 5th floor for the payment. And for the payment, I paid around 11,500, I think, as far as I remember. And I paid it in cash, but you have the option to pay through bank. And the instruction will be in the St. Luke's Medical Center's website. And you will see it during the time where you set an appointment for the medical. Okay, so on the same floor, 5th floor, my daughter went through vital signs. After the vital signs, we have to move to another window for her eye test, and then we have to move to another room for her physical test. All three of them are in one floor, and that is on 5th floor. But let me remind you that maybe the process has been changed, payments has been changed. So what are the current process that the mentioned institution are having right now, or the payments that they currently have right now, should be followed. Okay, next is the laboratory blood extraction, and that will be on the 4th floor. As far as I remember, immunization happened on the second day. So we were asked to go back the second day for her immunization, and that was 11 a.m. we were told to go back. And actually, you gotta have to be sure which area is that, because when we went back the second day, there's a guard there, and I said, we are for immunization and her medical results. And he said, okay, just sit there, which is not exactly on the same floor that he asked. That was in the 1st floor. We had to go upstairs, which is on the 2nd floor. And on the 2nd floor, I think right exact on time when we went there, my daughter's last name has been called. So yeah, she were called to do the immunization. And I think she got 7 vaccines. After that, we are told to wait downstairs for her medical result. So yeah, I think we waited for like 3 hours for her medical result, but we're so glad that we waited, because that same day we had to go back to Davao City. But yeah, that's the difference between UAE and Philippines when it comes to medical, because in UAE you have to wait for 2 weeks before you will get your result. That's why you have to book your appointment 2 weeks prior, so that you have time to wait for your medical result. Wherein what our experience in St. Luke's in Manila, we just waited for 2 days, and not just 2 days, like 24 hours. So had our medical today, and then the next day we got the result. So yeah, that's it. That's all the process. It's actually very organized. There will be people that will be assisting you there too. You just have to ask sometimes, because sometimes others, of course, miscommunications. But other than that, everyone there are so approachable. Everyone there are nice people, of course. They actually help us every steps of the way. And after that, we went home back to the Davao City with the result. And yeah, and that result, um, I don't it's just one envelope actually, and yeah, it was just one envelope. Unlike in UAE, and NMC Dubai, as far as I remember, they have given me two in envelopes, and one with a CD and one is uh, intended for you to give to your interview, and one is for you to give to the officer, immigration officer, on your point of entry. Yeah, but with St. Luke's Medical Center, they only give us one envelope, and that's for her interview. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys understand the process that I've shared with you. So if you have any questions, clarifications, violent reactions, just leave in the comments below, and I would reply to them one by one as much as I can, especially when I'm not busy like today. I don't have a work for today, so I got a time to do this video. But other than that, I'm still gonna share every process that me and my daughter went through to be in the US, to be a permanent resident, to be, and of course, every experience that we have here in the countryside, we're going to share that too. And I hope you guys bear with me. Just please bear with me in uploading. But as much as I can, I'm gonna share an update for you all. And yeah, just don't hesitate to ask any questions. I will answer as much as I can, and of course, based on my knowledge. So yeah, just leave it in the comments, and please, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're new here, welcome. I forgot to say that prior to the start of this vlog, but anyway, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for you to get an update whenever I have a new video. Bye!